Yeah.
One of the things that Lady Alexandria wanted was that her books of shadows be published.
Yeah. I was just about to say that.
And I think this is a good time
Yeah.
put
We
those together.
shared,
Hmm.
and then the medium of the day.
Hmm.
But she was very conversational, in that sense.
She was.
Yeah.
And very much the sort of the Socratic method too, with she would ask questions to get you to figure it out yourself instead of just
Yes.
telling you answer, 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 answer.
Right.
She would ask you questions until you saw the had the light bulb go on.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Sometimes there was a exact location she wanted you to get to, but sometimes
Yes.
it wasn't that specific,
Yeah. Yeah.
which are probably good because then it's um mutual discovery or a shared adventure.
Hmm.
Socrates came up the other day. He always comes up though. Can't remember the context. But I guess just a lot of things that kind of go back, a lot of things that hang on him.
Yeah.
Do you know why he got in trouble with the law?
I do not. Why did he get in trouble with the law?
What would you guess? Because it's not going to be what you guess.
Okay, I would think, oh, probably questioning things that weren't supposed to be questioned.
Well, that was it partly, right?
Okay.
That's what I thought too. And he was teaching women.
Really,
Yep.
really interesting.
Yep.
Interesting, interesting, interesting.
That's what he got in trouble for. It's like, I'm not supposed to be doing that. It's like, I do what I want. So, yeah, that's why he drank hemlock.
Yay, Socrates.
Yeah, I think he drank the hemlock for a couple reasons, but I think in part because not because he was just purely lawful, because I'm not sure that it was purely lawful, but I think he wanted to hang their ways upon them. You know what I mean? So it was kind of a maybe a FU. So
Okay, so that moves to a D&D question.
sure.
If Socrates were a character playing D&D,
Mhm.
what would he be? Chaotic good?
I think chaotic good. I mean, you could argue true neutral. I mean, easily
Mhm.
because he was like, "What is good?"
Yeah, yeah, true neutral.
But he was asking the question. He
Hmm.
wasn't asking the question of what is evil. He was asking the question, what is good?
Yeah, yeah.
And you know, um, so he was challenging people's assumptions, I think, for the most part. And I believe he is immortalized as the hermit in the Tarot. Although that may be a different story, but I think of
Hmm.
Socrates. So, because who was looking for the honest man?
One honest man.
Right. But maybe it wasn't Socrates.
Question.
But maybe it was. I don't
Maybe.
remember.
Maybe
But
someone put that in the responses.
right, exactly. So yeah. So well, the lantern bearer. So um I was gonna say Bard was my first. I might come back to Bard in a weird way. Um, because it's knowledge, reason, talking,
Hmm.
oratory, which to me falls in performance.
Hmm.
I mean, wizard in the sense, but wizards cast spells. So Pythagoras would be a wizard,
Pythagoras would be the wizard. Yeah.
right? So, and if you haven't caught it, every like few years it makes the rounds on Instagram or TikTok. I think it went around on TikTok, but then it was shared to Instagram. But Donald Duck in Mathematics Land.
Yes. Yes. Incredible.
Yeah,
Incredible.
it's like an occult primer,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
but it has all the things. And I always watch my phone on silent, so I wasn't like I didn't have the volume on. And I've heard it many times because I had to look it up, and I found it on YouTube like a
Mhm.
decade ago or something. And I was just like, oh, this is crazy. But yeah, it's all there, for sure. Um, there is probably more to Pythagoras, though, in a weird sense. Pythagoras also got in trouble for teaching women, but also at the same time may have been a misogynist. So it comes into a weird. But once you pry into Pythagoras's life, it's much more like Crowley, or much more like a charismatic cultist. So you
Mhm.
get into the secrets or the Scientology. You know what I mean? It has a lot of those levels to it. Um, but I do believe that Pythagoras also, that's where he also got in trouble for teaching women. I'm pretty sure. But also they were developed their own essentially a secret society, right? So in Donald Duck in Mathematics Land, he's got the star on his palm, which we got taught,
Yep.
right in the first year of Wicca 101, and magic is in the palm of your hands.
Yeah.
Um, but that was a symbol in their secret society. So the secret society did involve estates and land, and it did involve a lot of secrets and a lot of math.
Mhm.
So which is weird about math is because you get very involved into math, and then it does get very esoteric.
Yes.
Certainly a lot of occult math in Kabbalah, in numerology, in the Bible, in
Mhm.
language, arts and sciences,
Yeah.
physics.
And once you really get into math, which I didn't like when I was in high school, I'll
Because I
start
didn't teach it like,
with
as an occult
that.
principle.
But when I took math, a few years ago when I went back to college,
Hmm.
I had this mind-blowing experience that this is where like science and the occult mix. Because
For
like you
sure.
said,
For
at
sure.
some point it becomes the same thing because the math is just so out there.
Yeah.
I loved it. I actually got 102% in that class because I was
Nice.
asking
See?
for I want more and more extra credit and more things to do and give me more
Yeah.
math. I want more math. A thing I never
Right.
thought I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is fascinating stuff, though.